welcome back to the Silver Lining, where it's no filler, no fluff, but we keeps it a buck. And today we're gonna be doing part 6 to our dish track tier list. I got the crew in the building. I got Stan and Kurt in the building. How's it going, fellas?
What's up, man? Outside in
What's going
nature,
on?
out in the county, in the sticks.
What's
Got to
up?
get away from the bricks from a little bit.
There you
But I
go.
still got the hood on, so you already know. I'm putting the hood on, baby.
How we feeling, Stan?
We're good, man. It's gonna be a nice day today. Try to get out, try to get outside myself today later on.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, so we're gonna get to this tier list, but as always, I want to make sure that I make a few things clear about it, just in case it's your first time here. We're not saying that these are the best diss tracks ever. What we're doing is we're taking just random diss tracks and we're putting them on a tier list. If you haven't seen our other videos, you may want to check back with them just because we might reference some stuff we said on other tier lists. So if you want to check those out, I'll link them in the description below. I'll also put timestamps on these joints. So in case you want to go to a specific track, you can hit the timestamp, you can go straight to it. All right. So we're gonna go to it here. So we're gonna start off with Beanie Sigel. I guess this was the Hands Up freestyle. It was dissing JadaKiss. So just a little bit of history on this to understand how it started. So the interesting thing about this thing actually started between Jay-Z and the Locks, not Beanie Sigel. On the song Reservoir Dogs, I'm sure y'all remember that joint that was on Volume 2.
Yep.
So the Locks were called in, to do this track. So they had to fly in to where Jay was recording to actually do the track. And when they got there, they wanted to chill for a little bit, maybe put their bags down, relax before they go to the studio. But I don't know if maybe Jay-Z was under some time constraints or what, but they wanted them to come to the studio immediately. So they basically had to go to the studio with their bags and put the bags down in the studio and record. And Styles felt a way about that. And so on Styles' verse on that song, he's dissing Jay-Z.
This and Jay
And
Z.
and this is confirmed. Styles has actually said, "Yeah, I was dissing him. Like that's how I write my rap. Sometimes I got to go at somebody." So he was dissing Jay-Z on the song. And from there, I mean, it kind of got just really competitive. You had JadaKiss did the best of me with Maya, and then Jay-Z did the remix and upstaged it. Personally, I still think the original was better than the
Jada
remix,
was
but
harder.
yeah, it was
Jada was
better. It was
harder.
better. That's a different conversation. Then you had the Fiesta track with R. Kelly, and Jay-Z took over that song as well. And on that song, he actually says, something is probably Chris, and after the original is probably this. And JadaKiss kind of took that as like, oh, okay, you kind of taking a shot at me on this because you know that I was on it first and whatnot. And from there, on the song Mac Bitch, Beanie Siegel said a line about a car. He said, I was sitting 30 deep in wheels, you bought 40, 30 cheap in wheels, small Benz. And Jadakiss had the car he's talking about. So when Jadakiss hears that, he's like, oh, I mean, you making fun of my car and whatnot. Now, Beanie said he wasn't talking about him, but it's kind of one of them things when it's already smoke in the air, little
Right,
stuff like
right.
that. It's like, all right, so
Mm-hmm.
what is this then? Okay. And then of course, the song on Jadakiss's album that featured DMX. DMX is sending shots at Jay-Z, and of course, Jadakiss is sending shots at Beanie Siegel. And that leads us to where we are. The interesting thing about this is that, like, I remember this well, and it's like my memory must not be as good because I thought that Jada went first and then Beanie responded, but it's not. Actually,
Nah.
Beanie dropped this one in response to then this came back. Okay. So yeah, that's the history of it in case you want to know exactly what started this. So I'm gonna start with Kurt on this one. Where are you gonna put Beanie Siegel's hands up?
Um, like you did very good with breaking down the history of the song and all that. Reds, I just want to give you some props on that. But let's talk about it for a second, right? This was the Rock versus D Block, or should I say the Rough Riders? Okay, like these was the two biggest camps, two of the biggest camps in rest. In rap, I was about to say wrestling. Two of the biggest camps in rap, and You had two of the best lyricists, right? There was a time when we thought Beanie was better. People thought Beanie was better than Jay. People were saying that, but um, hands up, man. He took Jada's song. First of all, let's say did he hold true to the rubric? He did everything but shoot the video. He literally did everything. He addressed them. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no questions about who he is, no indirects. It was lyrical. I mean, he took his beat from him. He used his bars against him. Like I want to say it's S class, but it's like high A class. I think it's a high A. Like this is one of them songs we might revisit. You know, we talking about the revisitation, the recap. But this man did everything right. I'm a son, kiss like a soda. Don't make you hurt you kiss. Spitting candy bars. This nigga sweeter than a Hershey kiss. Like, bro, he even addressed DMX and Jay in the song. He said, "I'm gonna leave buns to hold." For y'all that don't know, Tommy Buns was a character that DMX played in the movie Belly. So he said, "I'm gonna leave buns to hold." Like I'm not even tripping off DMX. You know, he said, "I didn't see why they call him Styles, call himself the ghost of this shit. I could tell by your style you write most of this shit." Like Beanie went crazy. He went bananas. S class bars, of course. So S class bars, but it wasn't an S impact. It was a high A impact. It hurt, it hit, but it wasn't detrimental to nobody. You know, in order to have an S class impact, it has to be detrimental to whatever camp you're going at. I mean, it wasn't really detrimental to the locks. And part of it is because we knew who the locks was and we knew they was going to come back. But at the same time, it wasn't an S class impact on his opponent. So it's A's across the board without a video with S class bars. So I'm gonna give it a high A, maybe like you know what I mean, like right at the table. Like he could see all the S class songs, but he could just see them. You know what I'm saying? He's not allowed to cross the gate. He's not allowed to sit at the table. He in the room, but not sitting at the table of S class. So I'm gonna go A class and shout out to Beanie because this is one of the most underrated battles in all of rap. People don't even talk about this battle that much. But this is A class diss track. High A.
All right. Now, Stan, but before you go, a couple quick things, Kurt. So you said that you feel like for it to be S, it has to be like detrimental to the opponent. What do you mean by that? Like, it's not, it can't just lyrically kill him. It's got to like actually affect the career.
Not like affect the career, but it has to be so big that like when Beanie dropped it, and I think a part of it, like I say, is because we was expecting Jada to clap back and we knew who the locks was. But when it dropped, it was just like, oh shit, what is Kiss gonna say next? It wasn't like damn, Kiss, he just killed you. You know what I mean? It was like, oh shit, we got some fire. We got some fire brewing. And he actually said something. He actually addressed them niggas. Like it was like you was excited and you couldn't wait to hear the response, but it wasn't like you didn't look at JadaKiss like, damn, bro, you gonna have to do something big with this. You know what I mean? Like when Ether dropped, like when Takeover dropped, it was like, damn, Nas, like Nas. And then when Ether dropped, it was like, damn, Jay, you let him say that. Like it wasn't quite like that with this particular track. It was more like, holy shit, you know what I mean? He's starting a fire type shit. You know what I mean? And I think a big part of that is because of we knew who Kiss was. And but yeah, I don't think it quite had a S class impact. I
Okay.
mean, think about it. Like I said, this is one of the most underrated battles in rap. It's because a lot of people forget about it. But we don't forget about 50 and Jal. We don't forget about Nas and Hove. We don't forget about Cannabis and L. But this battle right here, it gets swept under the rug sometimes because it wasn't that big of an impact across like hip hop. You understand?
I got you. I got you. And also, those birds in the background is like your hype man right now. So every time you say something, the birds come back with the mm. So the birds is feeling what you're saying right now, bro.
Yo, I'm out in the sticks, yo. I'm
I
out in the
got
sticks, bro.
All right. Stan, I'm gonna go to you, man. What you got on this song?
Man, the reason why the battle didn't resonate with people was because it was a street thing. So you go back to like it's very much 2002. The whole thing was 2001, 2002. Very street, the street level rappers. Because back then, that's where Beans and JadaKiss and those guys was like they were a notch below X and J in terms of commercial success. But with the streets, those were the guys people was following. Man, I had forgotten about that shit until I listened to the songs recently. Like I forgot all about that. Like, cause it was so long ago and it was like, man, I remember when it popped off and I remember niggas was on Rap City. Yeah, it was, the Beans and them niggas was on Rap City freestyling and doing the same diss and shit. And I'm like, y'all niggas not even being subliminal about it. And that's the thing I liked about it. Cause they weren't being subliminal. It wasn't like sneak dissing and none of that stuff. They was straight up going at each other. I don't think this is definitely not an S class stuff. It's probably high B for me, just because it just didn't resonate. It was just a street thing. It was just the crews of Jay Z and DMX going at each other. And I don't even think J and X ever had a real. There was a competitive thing with J and X. It wasn't so much beef or it wasn't so much anything like Jay and Nas. It was a competitive thing. They were competitive. They were on the same label. They were battling for space on Def Jam, so they were competitive. I don't even remember how the shit's like. Reggie went through the history, so I was glad he did because I forgot how the shit started. Like I forgot how it started. Beans was dope back then. Like, like if you asked me back in 2002, who was my like street rapper, it was Beans. I fuck with Beans hard. The reason that came out around that time was still one of my favorite rap albums of that era. He was dope, and I don't know. I don't think I can put this shit in like A class or S class, just because like Kurt was saying, it didn't really resonate. Because again, it wasn't a mainstream rap battle. It wasn't like Jay and Nas or Cannabis and LL. It wasn't like that. It was more on the streets level. So if you was in the streets, you heard it and you knew about it, and we always followed it. It was like kissing it, and D Block and motherfucking Rockefeller going at each other. And it was back and forth. And I guess I know Memphis Bleak played a role in some of this shit. Memphis Bleak said something that sparked the X stuff. And that's where Kiss and all these guys got involved. I can't remember what song it was. It was something that Bleak had said on his first album. I can't remember now.
Bleak
But
started a couple of them shits, yo. He started a couple battles.
yeah, he did. But yeah, I would say that this was a high B. I wouldn't argue anybody that would put it like in the A class because Beans goes at him. I mean, again, no subliminals, no sneak dissing, go straight at him. Sun kissed like a soda. I remember back in the day going crazy about the X out Tommy Buns line. Like that shit. I remember that niggas. I went crazy on that one. But like I said, nothing really happened with J and X. They were just competitive. They would send little sneak bars at each other, but they were competitive. This was more of a rap beef. I felt like if the niggas met in the streets, it would have been a Royal Rumble or something. But yeah, I'll keep it. I will put it in the B class. But I could put it in A class because again, Beans went at him, and it was like from start to finish, he went at him. No subliminals. That's the shit that I like. And that subliminal sneak diss and shit. He went straight at Kiss's head, went straight at the locks, and those niggas was probably one of the most respected rap niggas in the game at that time. So.
So I'll say this, right? When I was listening to this song, it brought me back to like how we used to consume battles. Because I feel like now, after what we've recently seen, that like now everything has got to be like, oh, let's do the research. Oh, he said this. Oh, that don't make sense because such and such. Like, bro, it's a battle. So like, listening to this song, he says like, you still living in the basement of your mama house. Now, if somebody said in the battle, like, wait a minute, let's do the research. He doesn't live in the basement of his mother's house. He's living in like, it's a battle. Like, I'm just disrespecting you. It's not like it has to be on a witness stand. You're dissing somebody. So like listening to some of the lines that he said on the song, it take me back to like, yo, this is how we used to consume battles, man. I just missed that. Um, Overall though, yeah,
Absolutely.
he went crazy on this song. When he say this part here though, this is the like I rock your bells like L. I ain't cannabis, nigga. Yeah, recess is over for you playground niggas. You wouldn't shoot up a ladder, wouldn't slide down a board. Fuck your monkey ass balls when I'm swinging the four. Can't duck when I land shots, get buried in the sandbox. Sharks in the water, you can't swim in the pool. No snacks after school till my stomach is full. Gotta bring him to him hard as shit. I kick his ball over the fence, let him know whose yard is this. Bro,
Whose yard is this,
that's a
man?
that's a
Bully,
scheme. That's a
bully.
whole scheme, bro. Like he's doing the after school playground, a whole scheme of that, bro. Like that's the man. That's what I like, man. Like he barred him up on this song, man. Um, and the impact of this song, like I mean, I understand what like y'all are saying where like it didn't have like the worldwide impact, man. But like on the streets, like if you was listening to like the mixtape, this was a bomb. Like I kind of put in the same thing. Remember we was talking about when we did the Royce the 5'9", Malcolm X, and it was like, yeah, maybe it wasn't like a bomb that y'all felt up there, but down here in the sewer, this was a bomb. Like this was crazy. Um, I think it's got to be A, man. Like I think it's got to be A tier. Like it was a monumental moment for like us that was listening to that stuff, man. That was listening to the mixtapes, that was following this one. This because like you said that song when JadaKiss was going to Eggs was like, oh man, beans, But like this, then he came back with this. I'm going A, man. I'm going A. I gotta go A tier.
And Reg, another thing though, like you said, the mixtape, like these was two mixtape titans.
Yeah,
You understand? These was like you said, like no, it's not like Iron Man and versus Captain America, but like you could take like two great Marvel characters on the underneath tip, like the Punisher and
yeah,
you know what I mean, and Daredevil or some shit, and it'd be just as epic, but on a smaller level. I just felt like it didn't like, even though they were smacking the shit out of each other in this battle, it didn't like nobody like really hurt each other. They didn't like hurt each other. If
I got
anything, it helped them because we realized they are who we thought they were. Anyway, you see what I'm saying? That's why when I heard this song, when I first heard this song, I was like, damn, he killed Kiss. I can't wait to hear what Kiss said. Gotta say next. You know what I mean? You know, Kiss is my guy. Stan, you was a Beanie fan back then. Kiss was my guy
Oh
to
yeah.
this day, my favorite rapper. But I don't. It has to be an A though. It has to be an A, man. Strictly because of he took his song, he used his bars against him. Like these bars are beyond S class bars. These are some of the greatest bars ever dropped in a battle rap, bro. Like period. Like just bar, just lyrically bar for bar. Every line had something to do with Kiss. There was no filler, all action. So I it gotta be A, yo. Gotta
I
Stan.
be.
don't disagree
How you
with
feel
y'all at
about
all.
A, Stan?
I don't disagree with y'all at all. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with that at all. I just don't. I guess I just don't hold it in that high as regard. But I don't disagree with you at all. I wouldn't. I would not. I'm not gonna fight you on that one at all. Like I said, those two cats was they were in the midst of
Pinnacle.
that mixtape, the pinnacle of the mixtape era.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, again, I have a very my thing with Kiss is like I've always said, Kiss was somewhat overrated as far as what he was as a
We're not
rapper.
doing that.
Okay,
We're
we're
not
not gonna
doing
do
that.
that.
Separate video, man. Separate
I know.
video. We can do that video, but
Hey,
Yeah,
we can do
we're not
like
gonna.
hey, if you want to talk it, yo, we can know your history with Kiss. He is a legendary rapper.
I'm not saying that he's not legendary, man. I'm not saying any of that. I probably shouldn't have even said what I just said, but you know what? I said it, so it's done. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I said it, so
Mhm.
we can do that later. But I
So
think there was a. I think Kiss was a tad overrated based on how people gassed him up, and then it goes back to when the niggas was gassing him up off that blood pressure joint off of you know
which
off the
was a
We on the
dope
Streets
song.
album. And it was a dope song. It was a dope record, but niggas was calling him the next Biggie, man. I was like, yo, so pump the brakes, nigga. Like, nah, man. Like people was trying to give him people was trying to
All
give him
right,
the crown off of that.
all
Yo.
right, hold on. Let's reel it back in.
I'm not even going to respond to him, Reg. You going to stay on topic?
Reel it in. Let's reel it in. So you, I say A, Kurt, you say A, and Stan
Yeah.
say B. So I
Stan, but
guess
he said he's not going to argue with the A, though.
okay.
No, I'm not gonna argue with that at all. I'm not gonna argue with it. No.
All right. Go ahead and put that in the A tier. And now we're gonna go to JadaKiss response to this song. Um, I put the song was called "Son of a Kiss," but I think it might just been called "Fuck Beanie Siegel." But the last thing he said on there was "Son of a Kiss," so I don't know. But
I actually think it was called "Fuck Beanie Sigel."
yeah, that's what I think it was called too. Um, so this was Jada's response. I'll go first on this one. It's a damn good response. It was a damn
Hell of
good
a
response,
response.
man. And it get nasty. I don't know where they found you, son. Since your pops ain't
Pops ain't
around,
around,
you and ground you, son. Niggas can't stand you, Siegel. Your flow is mine anyway, so don't bite the
so don't
hand that
bite the
feeds you.
hand that feeds you.
Like
Whew,
he
whew.
went crazy at him, man. I love that one bar though when he said rap fans need me. I don't know why these niggas talking greasy when Max
Max
jam easy.
Jam easy.
Like, oh my god, man. Like, yeah, this was a damn good response. Um, as great as it was, though, it wasn't quite enough. It wasn't quite enough, man. And I think that one mistake Jada made on this song was the beat. I think he should have rapped on a different beat. Now I know he did use the beat as a punchline because he was like
I'm
rapping
stunting
on a
hard on the
disco beat.
disco
Yeah,
beat.
he was
Use a blank.
yeah. Your next
Your
round should
next
be on
rhyme
a
should be on a
disco beat.
Cisco beat.
Yeah, so that was fire. I don't know. It just wasn't quite enough. It wasn't like a knockout for Beans at all. It was not a knockout, but I think it just wasn't quite enough. So I still think it should be. It's going to be at the very top echelon of the B tier. Like I don't think there's going to be another B tier track that we probably do that's better than this one. I don't think I had to think about it, but like it's like the very top of the B tier, very top. But I'm gonna say B on this one. And I'm gonna go to Kurt. Where do you got it?
Um, S here's another S class bars type shit. Like every line after line. But like you said, man, the beat. I mean, the beat drags it down. Um, and it doesn't really have, like I said, it has the same type impact. These two songs, man, these two songs that we just reviewed, they prove to you that you need more than S class bars to have an S class diss track. You understand? Because they both are giving you S class bars throughout the whole. Beanie's pops out of the page a little bit more because you know what he said. Don't make me son you kiss. You know what I mean? I'm a son kiss like a soda, man. Like he got some bars that really stand out more. But these both are S class bars across the board. You know what I'm saying? Um, nigga, I got hard knock life pictures of me hugging your mom.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
bro, like what? Like, bro, these are S class bars, but it's not a rap beat. It's not a diss track. I didn't like the beat. I didn't like I feel like he should have gave me more bars too. He could have gave me like 8 to 10 more bars just to make it. But didn't have the impact. There is no video for it. We barely remember it. Even though I'm a JadaKiss fan, that's why I remember it. You know what I mean? I'm a Kiss man, so you know what I'm saying. Pause. But yeah, I definitely, I definitely see this as being like you say, the cream of the crop of the B tier. Like I don't know if we're going to find another B tier song better than this one, but it has to be right there at the top. And if you know what, if you want to, you know, just out of respect and slide it to the lower tier A, then I wouldn't be mad at that. But to me, I think it's cream of the crop B tier for sure.
Stan.
B tier, same as Beans' joint. Like they both was neck and neck to me. Like I can't really say which one was better than the other because they both were equally as good. So I probably would agree with both of y'all. I don't know about again. I wouldn't put either of these joints in the A tier, but high B tier absolutely because it was on they were on par with each other. Kiss and Siegel at the time was on par with each other in general. So but yeah, I don't particularly care for the beat that Kiss used on it, but the bars are what they are. And Kiss goes at his neck just as
Hey, man.
viciously as Bees went. He just went at him
Yep.
again. That's what I liked about the shit. I didn't particularly care for when the other niggas got involved, but when it was just Kiss and Siegel, it was straight. Once the other underlying Rockefeller artists and the other niggas, nah. But when it was just Kiss and Siegel, that was that
Yeah.
was that was that was that
That
was
was
it.
fire.
That was straight for me. I don't again y'all said enough. I don't have a whole lot to add on it besides that. Like I said, I didn't care for what Kiss rapped over on it,
Hmm.
but it's a high B tier level. But like I said, the Kiss the Siegel thing was more of a it was more for the streets. If you was in the street rap and the mixtape era, that was your thing because that's what you were. Because that the niggas releasing tracks every week. And like I said, these were the jump off of it. I mean, it was like a million tracks after that, but these two were the ones that I remember the most. So I put it B tier. Both of them are B tier, high B tier for me.
Two things, Reg. Two things, Reg.
Yeah.
This might be the only. I don't know how many the songs we're gonna do for the future, but this might be the only B tier diss track with S class bars. Like putting this particular song in B tier, we're gonna have to have like a. It makes us like step the standard of what A class tracks are, because this should be like if we're on the
Yeah.
fence about a class track, we could literally say, is it better than Son of a Kiss? You see what I'm saying? Like
That's fair.
Yeah.
that's a very potent song in the B tier disc and the B tier class, I should say.
That's fair. I do think you're right. I do think we do gotta try to look back and see like what's in the B, what's in the A, and see if it makes sense. So like I'm trying to think in the B tier, we put Eminem's response to MGK in the B tier. I think this is better than that. Um,
Yes.
hmm. You
We'll
might have
recap it. We're going I can't wait for the recap now, bro. I can't wait for the recap now, bro. I can't
yeah.
wait, bro.
But
I
again,
can't wait, bro.
I did say this is like the top of the B tier. So I think
Yeah, this is the top
yeah,
of the
it is
beat.
the
Yeah,
top of the B
right.
tier. So if it's a party and all the B tier diss tracks are invited, I mean I think this one's sitting at the head table. Like
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. It's actually his party. He hosted it. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Yeah.
Because I think that is a good way to kind of like gauge it. Like, because I've said that before. We talk about like when we were talking about MGK, we were talking about Rap Devil. I was saying that if there was a party and all the S tier diss tracks are invited, if Rap Devil walks in there, people gonna be like, bruh, what you in the right place? Like you cool
Yeah,
and all.
yo.
This ain't quite
Security,
yeah, this ain't
security,
quite what
come
we
get
used to
this
see.
track out of here.
Yeah, the eight tier party's down the street. You might have just went to the
Right,
wrong. Yeah.
right, right, right.
All right. All right, so let's move on. We're gonna go to one of Stan's favorites, the Tailor Made Freestyle by Drake. So this was a situation where Drake went ahead and went back to back. On he'd already dropped push-ups, and then he went ahead and went back to back on this one. The first time that AI had been used in the battle, as he uses AI to use Pac and Snoop's voice to just continue to diss Kendrick and just try to get Kendrick to come out to play because Kendrick dropped his, and Drake dropped his, and Drake felt like he taking too long. So I'm gonna hit you again. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think there's any possible way that I can't start with Stan on this song because I know this is one of Stan's favorites. I have to start with Stan on here. So Stan, where you
We
putting
know
this?
you love this song,
Yeah,
Stan. We
we
know it.
got to. We got to start with Stan. So where you putting this on the tier list, man? Give it to me.
I'm not putting it on a tier list. The song's disqualified for using AI.
No, it's gotta be on the, it's
Yeah,
gotta
no,
put
no,
it on
I
the list.
ain't.
Yeah, it's
I
gotta
don't
be on
have
the
to
list.
do. I don't have to do anything.
Hey,
I
yo,
told you that
Reg,
I don't.
you can't argue with that, Reg. You can't argue with that, Reg.
Okay.
I'm not putting the song on the tier list because it used AI. I told y'all niggas from the jump. I don't fuck with AI. I told you I don't believe in it. I don't like it. It's the devil's work. And at this point, anything that uses AI is disqualified for me. The song is disqualified. I'm not putting it on this fucking list. You don't get to use AI, use dead niggas' voices on a song to diss somebody, and then talk about it's a top. No, it's not a top anything. I ain't putting it on the damn list. No. So you can go on the Kurt if you want to, man. I'm not putting it on there.
Told y'all it was his
Fuck
favorite
that.
song. I told you it was his
Fuck that
favorite,
song.
Reg. I
Fuck that
told you it was
song,
his
yo.
favorite.
Fuck it. Fuck that song, yo. You don't get to
I ain't
use
gonna lie
Tupac's
to
voice.
you.
Nah.
I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement with Stan. Like, I really dislike this song a lot. Um the AI, like I said, like he said, the AI, bro, like that's some real clown. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I'm gonna go ahead and just give it some. I'm gonna just put it in D class because of the actual the last, like when he actually started to spit, it still didn't resonate because now it's like, oh, what are you waiting for? We're not letting you slide this time. Come back. You gotta battle me. Like, and it's like you're begging Kendrick to say something, and then looking back in hindsight, especially looking back in hindsight, you should have just shut the fuck up, bro. You begging this man to came back, and look how he came back on your dumb ass. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put it in D class. I ain't even got too much to say about it. I'm disappointed in Drake for the AI, and there you go. I'm with Stan. I'm really with Stan though. Like, this shouldn't even be on the list. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Reggie, he force feeds us these garbage tracks sometimes, and we got to deal with them. So let's just go ahead and put it in D class because it's not
Man,
absolutely trash, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it in D out of respect.
Okay.
I like Drake's part was straight, man. But like I said, the AI shit to me disqualifies it. So
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
So
that's
not
let me
cool.
even.
see.
I'm not ranking it. So
Okay. So
get mad if you want to, but I'm not doing it.
so I'm gonna tell you what I'm about to do. I'm about to convince y'all. I'm gonna convince y'all that y'all are incorrect. And I'm gonna tell you what both of y'all problems are. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what both of
Okay,
your problems are. You guys
we're in
are
therapy now, Ray. I mean, Stan, we sitting at the therapist chair now. Go ahead.
Okay,
y'all
cool.
Tell us
You can
what
tell
our
me what's
problem
wrong.
is.
Yeah, tell me
Yeah.
y'all
what
are
problem.
y'all are so hung up on the fact of the voices that he used with AI, which I wasn't a big fan of either, right? But you're so hung up on that y'all can't appreciate the comedic aspect of this track. This song was not meant to be the onslaught. This song was meant to be trolling. He was trolling him because he felt like he hadn't responded quick enough. This was a chess move. It was a chess move. It did not work out. Okay. Let me be clear. The chess move didn't work. But the chess move was the same chess move he used on Meek Mill, where he was like, all right, I dissed you. What you gonna do? Oh, you ain't done nothing. I'm gonna hit you again. And Meek Mill felt the pressure and rushed his response out, and that's why he lost. So he's trying to do the same thing to Kendrick. He's like, Kendrick is probably working on something crazy. He's really trying to work on something. I'm gonna hit him again to see if I can make him come out before he's ready. Kendrick, to his credit, did not take the bait, but I'm not going to like just crap on the song because when the song came out, I was laughing my ass off because it was funny. It was not meant to be the onslaught. It was meant to be a troll job. So if we're looking at it as a troll song, it's a good troll song because it's hilarious. And I got to talk about rhyme schemes. I've talked about this before when it comes to Drake. Are y'all listening to the rhyme scheme of that song? Are y'all listening to how he stays in the same pocket? They said,
No,
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 no.
we're not, Reggie.
Okay,
As
well,
soon as
I
we
maybe
told
heard
you.
Tupac
well,
voice, it's over.
well, maybe you should because he's talking.
You're not listening.
When he no 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 no. Let me finish. Let me finish.
You're not listening. Yo. Go
When
ahead.
when
Go
when
ahead.
when he's in his Tupac voice, when he a Drake Pac, he says, the spirit of Machiavelli is alive, and the nigga on the
This nigga
five foot
said Drake
five.
pop.
So that's got to be you. I beefed for the whole fucking game. It was me and Snoop Dogg had my fucking shirt off in the house of blues. Hey, you gotta fuck this nigga girl. He gotta get abused. All that shit about burning tattoo. He's not amused. That's jail talk for real thugs. You gotta be you. You know what I mean? Like he's dissing him, but he's talking as Pac. Like Pac is giving him a pep talk. Like, come on, bro, what you doing? Let's go.
Hey, Reggie, you know what's funny about that?
Go ahead.
Everything that he said that Pac said about to Kendrick, he could have said about himself,
He could, but
Drake.
he's talking about him.
Like,
This
you
was
can't be
Tupac.
dissing a nigga and all this shit apply to you too.
Okay, but guys, Tupac passed away in 1996. It is not like he's trying to fool anybody. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you what would have been whack. Let me tell you what would have been trash. What would have been trash is if he didn't use Tupac, and the only thing he did is use Snoop Dogg, and he released a song and said Drake featuring Snoop Dogg and tried to pass it off as Snoop Dogg. That would have been trash. But he didn't do that. He wasn't trying to fool anybody. Like, what's funny about it is the fact is Tupac's voice rapping in a rhyme scheme of Drake. Like, it's clearly Drake. Like, it's not any question about how it's
Don't
clearly
call
Drake.
nigga Drake Pac. That's what cracked me up. Drake. Call nigga Drake Pac.
Okay, yeah.
That's crazy.
And then when he's
This is absurd, man.
and then when he's Drake Dog, he's like, I know you never been in jail, orange jumpsuits and shower shoes, never shot nobody, never stabbed nobody, did nothing violent to no one. It's the homies that empower you. Like, is that not a good angle to take in a battle? It is. He's saying it as West Coast legends. He's like, these are the guys you look up to. That these are the guys that are telling you do something, bro. I'm bodying you and you ain't done nothing. I
But
don't.
those guys wasn't telling him to do nothing.
It's a diss track, bro. He's playing an angle. It's a diss track.
I
He's
get what you're saying,
it's
Reggie. If this was
comedy.
Cat
It's meant to
Williams,
be,
if
but
this
it's
was
meant to
Cat
be funny.
Williams, I would laugh. If this was
Yo,
Dave
come on.
Chappelle, I would laugh. Don't nobody like, bro. I'm not saying you don't clown niggas in battle rap, but number one, I think we all can agree that if Tupac was alive, Drake probably wouldn't even have existed in his rap era.
Point, bro. That's
He
not
is
the
the type of dude that Pop was warning us about to come
That's not
steal our culture and walk like us, talk like us. Ain't never been like, bro. Like, what I'm saying is the disrespect. What I'm like,
This is
I
absurd.
take hip hop to heart. Yeah, the disrespect of that at all, like just the disrespect of him, like a guy that's not even from Pac's culture. Like it is people that have been around Tupac and have been around Kendrick, and like Dr. Dre, and say his process reminds me of Tupac. You see what I'm saying? Like when you have people like that. So when Pac say, so when Kendrick say reincarnated, there are people that are around him that say, "Yo, that dude remind me of Pac. How you get down?" You understand?
that's
Like,
fine.
but for Drake, a guy who's not even from our culture to take one of our biggest, what's next? He gonna do a monologue of Martin Luther King? What's
Yo,
next?
yo,
I'm just
yo,
saying, bro. What's next? Like, we can't.
yo.
This is
Certain
this
things
is
we
this
can't.
is this is
We
absurd.
can't
This is an
allow that.
absurd
We can't
conversation.
allow that disrespect. Motherfucking
No,
nigga
we
named
can't.
Aubrey.
Okay, hold
Nigga
on.
No,
named
this this
Aubrey
this
talking
is
about.
this is an absurd conversation.
Why we upset
I'm
about
not
it?
having this conversation.
It's a
No, we're
diss
not
track.
doing
What's
it.
absurd about it?
Yeah,
The whole we,
It's
I don't
too
care what
much.
you
It's too
call it.
much
wait.
disrespect,
Hold
bro.
on. Hold
It's
on.
too much disrespect, bro.
Wait a second. Wait a second. So, yes, I don't disagree. Like, Kendrick is clearly a huge fan of Tupac. That's the point. That's why he did it. He's clowning. Like, your idol is telling you to do something. It's comedy. It's not meant to be taken soup. Y'all are taking it so serious. It's not what this song wasn't meant for that. This song was meant to clown him. It was meant to be jokes. Um, and and,
We
and I want to
understand that, Reg.
I
We just
want to
saying
bring
in
up
the way that he clowned them was
okay.
disrespectful. That's what
It's a
we're saying.
battle. It's a
We're not
battle.
taking it as Hail Mary or hit him up like that serious. We're taking it like when 50 Cent, Tata Licious. Remember that? The Tata Licious 50 Cent did that to Ja Rule. Yeah, he clowning, he trolling. We get it. But the way that he trolled them, it's like it's so disrespectful. Like I don't even like, come on, man. Can't do that, bro.
I got a few more things to say because
Go ahead.
Hail Mary. Remember Eminem, 50 Cent, and Busta Rhymes. You remember that song, don't you? Let's
Hmm.
talk,
Mhm.
let's make a direct comparison. Now there was no AI, but the first verse from Eminem, he's literally just rapping Tupac's bars. He's rapping Tupac's bars to diss Ja Rule. 50 Cent comes in and raps Tupac's bars to Ja Rule. They just directly just biting the bars, add a couple few little things, and they're directly biting it, right? And then the last verse, Busta Rhymes come and saves the song, embodies it, right? So let's make a direct comparison. We got Drake Pac and we got Snoop. And then on the third verse, what happens? The AI turns off and he starts rapping as
Want me
himself.
kill it? Want me
Huh?
kill it for him? Want me kill it for him?
Kill what?
Them niggas. Number one, number one. It was the Hail Mary song that they remade. Okay, Number
but they're
two.
rapping the bars.
Okay, hold up. I'm giving you the response. I'm giving you why it's not. They weren't trying to be pop. They were trying to be themselves using Pac's flow.
That's cool.
Bro, that's what we like, bro. Bro, who uses an original flow? We
No,
all
I'm
use
not talking
flows
about
that
the
was
flow.
created by somebody, but they weren't impersonating Pac. They might have been using his schemes, but they
His
weren't saying
bars.
I'm him talking to 50.
No, his
I'm him talking
bars.
to Ja.
They were using his bars. He was
Okay?
using his bars. Let me ask you this.
Everybody use bars, man. How many
You
times you heard one for the money, two for the show?
It's not the
Yeah,
same. They used the whole thing. It's not the same.
this
They
is
used
getting
the whole thing. All right.
this is getting more absurd by the minute, man.
All right. Okay.
This is getting absurd.
Where you
Last
put it
thing.
at,
Come
Reg?
on now.
Last
Okay.
thing.
Last thing I'm gonna
Last
Go
say,
ahead,
and
thing,
then we're gonna
bro.
move. Last thing I'm
Let
gonna
him
say,
get
put
it
it where
out.
you gonna put it.
Let him get it
last
out,
Go ahead.
Stan.
last last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna move. So he turns the
I
AI
can't
off.
believe this.
He turns the AI off, and the rhyme scheme is still going. We say Taylor Swift is your new top, and if you about to drop, she gotta approve. That girl will make you act like you not in a feud. She tailor made your schedule when Ant, you out of the loop. Hate these industry corporate puppets. I'm not in the mood. I love when niggas talk loose when I'm not in the room. Since like that change, the tone changed a little. You not as enthused. How are you not in the booth? You feeling kind of removed. You gonna let this shit die down? Nah, nah, nah. Not this time. You following through. I guess you need another week to figure out how to improve. What the fuck is taking so long? We waiting on you, bruh. Come on, man. Like, is he not rapping? Like, can you
It
at least
sounds
give
like
props to
it
the rap?
sounds like I'm not saying he's not spitting bars, but it sounds like a nigga begging for their attention.
No, he's like, nah, bro. You started this though. You're not gonna leave it. You
You're,
gonna
you're following
Uh,
through. What are you doing? You're
you gonna
following
do it.
through. Are you sitting in a room trying to improve?
There
What are
you
you
go.
doing? We're waiting for you.
Okay.
Come give me your attention. Like, man, go ahead,
All
bro.
right.
Let's hold
So
this.
look.
Throw that shit in the trash. Stand
All right. Okay.
time. Throw that shit
That,
in the trash.
that's fine. So for me, I say C tier. I say
that's
C.
fine. Yeah,
And you
you can
say
put it wherever you
D.
want.
You can put it wherever you want. Put it at.
Put it
No,
wherever you
no,
want
we
to put
gotta
it.
agree. We gotta agree.
I told you
We
how I
gotta
felt
agree.
about it.
Stan,
I
I'm not
was
putting it
giving
on the
it
list.
D based off of what Kendrick said. Like he did address niggas. It's not absolutely trash, but with the AI takes a big chunk out of it. So
that's
that's
fine.
why I put it in D.
You say D, I say C. Stan, come on, man. Put it. If you put it in F, that's fine. At least we got something to go
I'm
with.
not putting it. I'm not putting it on the list. No.
Come on, Stan. It
If I
don't
had
matter. You
okay,
gotta
if I had to
put
put
it
it
in
on the
F.
list, I
That's
put it
fine.
probably. I'll put Drake's part in the C tier because Drake's part was pretty cool, but the AI shit to me disqualifies it from being considered anything but what it is.
Okay, so
Like
do you
you
say
cannot,
D?
you're not. What you're not gonna do is you're gonna have niggas' voices on your song,
On your
impersonating rap legends
yeah,
on your
Reg,
song.
we can't
You're
give
not
him
gonna do
credit for
that.
that,
You
yo.
can't do that.
Okay.
What's next, man? I mean, niggas dressed up like Terminator and shit, man. Like we're not doing that, man. We're
Okay, so D, can we agree with
we're
D?
not doing
Can we
it,
do
bro.
D?
D, I'll say D. I
All
say
right.
D, yo.
Yeah, I'll put it in
Damn,
D
man.
tiers because of Drake's part,
We
but
had to
the
put it.
AI,
We had to put it somewhere.
I told you about the AI stuff a long time ago. Anything on AI, I'm not. No, we're not. That shit is the devil's work, yo. We're not doing it. We're not acknowledging it, and we're not going to use it. And if you want to use it, I can't consider you a real rapper.
All right.
Yeah, bro.
Can't
We
do it.
can't. We can't allow that, Reg. We can't allow that.
We cannot allow AI stuff to. No, we can't do it.
Okay.
Everything you said about the song is true, Reg. But it doesn't change the fact of the matter of the disrespect, bro. We can't allow the disrespect, bro.
No, we can't. We can't let him use rap legends that aren't here anymore, dude. We can't do that, man.
Hey, I mean,
No.
look, I mean, I could also bring up that the God MC Rakim heard the song and thought it was creative. King Los thought it was creative. So I'm not by myself on this, but let's move
I'm
on.
not look. Niggas have their opinions, man. I'm not gonna sit here and dump on nobody's opinions. I'm telling you what I think. I think it's trash.
That's
Hey,
cool.
yo,
It's just
That's
he
cool.
used Snoop Dogg voice, and Snoop Dogg didn't fuck with it.
I mean, he posted. All right, let's move on, guys. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. We are now going to Euphoria. This was the response to both push-ups and the tailor-made freestyle. Man, Stan, we starting with you. What you got?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't even know when to put a Euphoria. I remember when it came out. It's not Kendrick's best lyrical performance, man. But the funniest thing about the song is it cracked me up, and that's when it really started cracking me up when I first heard it. Like I laughed my ass off, and as I kept listening to it because it kept getting played, I'm like, yeah, Kendrick is not playing with this dude. And the thing was really, yeah, after like that, and he sent the warning shot, where is all that stuff was like that. And Drake had his thing, he had the push up joint, and then this came out. And I'm like, Kendrick not playing. That's when I knew he wasn't playing. That's when I knew he was done with the Drake stuff. It's been like a decade of this stuff boiling over. I knew he wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I knew he was not playing with this dude. He don't like this dude. He don't
Mm-hmm.
like him. He don't want nothing to do with him. And he's looking to take him down. And that was his first shot at I'm taking Drake down. Did it have the cultural impact of not like us? Of course not. But I would probably put it in the B tier. B tier because it
What?
had
B?
yeah. Yes, I'm putting it in the B tier. Because
Wow, Stan, you are tough. You are tough,
look,
bro.
I told y'all niggas from the jump. I told y'all from the jump. When you come from the eras of the takeover and the ethers and songs
Yeah,
like
but you
that,
can't. Come on,
yes, I
Stan.
can.
We
Yes,
had this
I
discussion. You
told you,
can't.
and I told you I could do what I want to do, man. But I told y'all that what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna just put things in certain categories because it's hot right now. You gotta give me some time to let that shit die. This just happened last year. I'm not putting this in the same level as
You think we're
Takeover and
prisoner of the
Ether.
moment?
Yeah, y'all niggas are prisoners of the moment, man. That's your problem. Like I'm not putting this shit in the same level as Takeover and Ether and some of the other great S class diss tracks. It's not it, bro. Kendrick is not it. Go listen to the lyrics, man. Go listen to the stuff he's saying, bro.
Wait.
Go listen to it.
Oh, oh, oh,
I'm not
okay.
saying again. I'm not saying it's garbage, I'm not saying it's trash. It's not.
Stan,
But let's not
you tough, bro.
let's
No.
not put things in legendary categories yet. I would put it. I'm not going to argue with anybody. Listen, just like I said about the other shit we talked about. I'm not going to argue with you if you put it in the A class at all. But it ain't an S class track. And if you start saying it's an S class
What?
track, we're gonna be arguing. And it's not S class.
Come on,
I would say
Stan.
again. Okay, look. I'll say
All right,
this.
go ahead, go ahead.
I'll bump it to A tier. I'm not gonna put the B tier. That's a little
I'll
disrespectful.
bump it.
I'll
I
I'll, I'll,
bump
I'll
it.
change that. I'll change it.
I'll bump
I'll,
it to
I'll change it.
18.
I'll bump it to A tier.
Get
But
the
I'm not putting it in
out of
S
here.
tier. I'm not doing it.
Hey
I'm not doing
yo,
it.
hey yo,
I'm not doing
Rage.
it.
I,
I'm
Hey
not
yo,
doing it.
Kurt,
hey
I'm
you
not
yo,
doing
you go ahead to go next. I gotta regroup. You can go, Kurt.
hey yo, hey yo, Rage. I don't even want the mic, Rage. I don't even want the mic, yo. Um, bro, this to me, this is Kendrick's second most impressive song in the battle behind Family Matters. I think Family Matters was his best overall song.
What you mean?
Um,
Wait, hold on. You mean not like us? Because Family Man was Drake's.
I mean, not. I mean, when
You
Meet
gotta
the
meet the
Grams. I'm sorry,
parents.
Meet the
The
Grams.
grams.
Meet the
The
Grams.
grams.
I'm sorry, I said Family Matters. I meant Meet the Grams. This is Meet the Grams was the best shot that Kendrick threw. This is directly underneath of it though, Stain. Like you said, you'll bump it up to A tier, bro. This
I'm,
is a S tier diss track, bro. This is what we was all waiting for Kendrick to not be indirect, tuck a sensitive rapper back in his pajamas. This was nah, Drake. This is you. It's your turn, bro. It's your turn, bro. He said, "What is this? A 20v1?" He said, "No, it'll be 1v20 if I go against all your writers. Bring them. I smack them up too, bro. What do we? Yo, hold up. He rebutted. Like he had rebuttals, and very rarely do you get rebuttals in like a diss, like an actual record. Like when we watch battle rappers, they rebuttal from round to round. You expect a couple rebuttals, bro. He rebutted it like, bro, 20v1. No, it's 1v20 because I got you. And he said, so you better keep being close to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, how is this not S tier? S tier impact, S tier bars, S tier beat, S tier opponent. Bro, this is what we was waiting for. This is what we was waiting for, bro. You remember Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather? We waited so long, but the fight was kind of boring because Floyd just danced around him and jabbed him the whole time. No, this was Kendrick Lamar saying, "I'm willing to put my foot in the middle of the ring and go toe to toe, Thriller Manila, George Foreman, Joe Frazier style, nigga. George Foreman, Ali style, bro. All you have to know is that this song is responsible for the battle. Actually, this is the song that, because yeah, he did that a lot like that, and Drake said it. But this was Kendrick saying, "I'm accepting it. I'm accepting. This is what created an actual battle. It's not a battle if you just diss me and I let it go. If you diss me and I diss you, that creates the battle, bro." And then it's like I say, S class beat, S class bar, S class impact. Only thing he didn't do was shoot the video. Bro, you know the word euphoria alone, bro. The fact that he named the song Euphoria alone is like a triple, quadruple entendre because he was calling him a pedophile, and Drake was the producer of Euphoria, which is a TV show that kids are having sex with kids. You see what I'm saying? Bro, it's just so much. Then the state of mind of you thinking that you're black. We don't want to hear you say nigga no more. Like, bro, all right, bro. Bro, this is S class, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, Stan. You tripping on this one, bro. You tripping. This is S class, Reg. You regroup,
Stan,
Reg. You got your shit back together yet?
I'm almost there. Stan, before I go, Stan, like I need, can you explain yourself? Like, what are you talking? Like, what?
What do you want me? What do you want me to say? What do you want me
What
to
I
is
say?
need,
not
What
S
makes
class? How about
yeah,
that? Let's start there. What's not S class about this song?
I just don't think the bars are to me. But again, that's opinion. You know, let's say this is the problem with the niggas today. Is everybody wants to just pile on because somebody don't agree with them. Like, yo, I'm not sitting here telling you this shit is trash. I'm not sitting here telling you it's trash. I'm not sitting
Right,
here
right,
telling you
right,
it's.
right.
I'm not sitting here telling you it's as bad as some of the other songs we've talked about on these lists. It's not. It's great. It's awesome, and I was excited when it came out. I was like, yeah, this is what we've been waiting for. This is exactly what we've been waiting for him to stop with the sneak disses, stop with the little
Right.
snipers, stop with the little jabs. This is directly. I'm coming to take Drake out for good. And he came at Drake hard. And he came at him personally with his joint. And it's an A class record. I'm sorry about the B class there. That was stupid. It's an A class top of. It's right there, right there. But it's not there.
what you
He
The
saying?
don't think
levels
it's
to
S
this shit.
class.
Okay, you know
All
I
what?
just
right.
don't
I
think
mean,
it's
that's
S
fair,
class.
yo.
I'm
I'm
not
not
mad
sitting
at
here
that.
telling you it's not an S class record to me. I'm not saying that it's trash. I'm not saying it didn't have impact, and it surely did. I mean, it rocked hip hop to its fucking foundation. I'm not gonna sit here and tell
It
you that it
did.
didn't.
It did. It
It
did. It
definitely
did.
did. It rocked the culture to its foundation. But I have it right there on the high end A class, maybe just
Still,
right there
Maybe
in the
mid
high end A
A.
class.
Yeah.
Mid,
I'm
right
not.
there.
Yeah.
I'm not mad
It's
at that.
not
I'm not.
there. It's
But
not there. It's not there. It's here, but it's not here. If you can see my hands, it's just not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here telling you that it's trash. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's like that Drake shit we just talked about, that tailor made bullshit. It's not that. It's not that at all. It's high class A level shit.
What
That's
I'm
how I
saying is
feel about it.
you don't think this song. What I'm asking you is you don't think this song can sit at the table with Ethan Takeover. Is what you're
Not right
saying?
now, no. Not right
Okay.
now, no. That's
yeah,
that's where I'm at.
That's
Not
fair.
right now.
yeah, that's fair. I'm not mad at that, man. It was just when you started, you said B, and you said,
Yeah, that beats.
I'd do him a favor and put it in A. Like, yeah, but like, no, nah,
I'll bump
man,
it up to A.
No.
I'll bump it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I misspoke. I misspoke. I didn't want to. I should have put in a B tier. That's me. That's my bad. That's my bad.
Bro,
I
I had
shouldn't
to
have did that.
dance it off. I had to dance it off, bro. I'm over here jiggling, dancing it off over here,
Yeah, I
bro.
had I misspoke, so I had to apologize for that. I didn't mean to say that. Like, no, it's an A class record. It's an A class disc record. It's a top of the line, but it's not at that level for me. It's
mhm.
just not. I'm not. Again, I'm not
That's
gonna sit
cool.
here.
Yeah,
just not for me.
yeah, I'm good
You know what
with
I'm
that.
saying?
That's
Like
cool.
for me.
I'm
But
good with
no,
that.
I put it in a high end middle class A. It's definitely it was definitely a two piece to Drake's chin.
Hmm.
You know
It
what I'm saying?
definitely was. Pop, pop.
And yeah, he definitely he came at him with some just shit. Like I said, it
He
cracked
boomed
me
him.
up. Some shit he said.
All right.
Like
So,
We're
spoiler
back,
alert.
Reg. We're
I'm
back.
good.
We're back now.
Spoiler alert. This is S tier. There's not even a question about it for me. This is S tier. I could like spend I could spend hours dissecting this song because there's so much on here, like bar wise. Like there's so much. The hard hitting bars, obviously, but there's so much here in terms of the how he set up the rest of the battle. You feel what I'm saying? There's like a lot of the stuff that he says in there is stuff that comes back later, like the cease and desist on. I like that record. Oh, what, you ain't like that record? Oh, back to back. Yeah, I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that for the record. And in fact, that he did. He hit him with a back to back. After this, he dropped 616, and then later on it was Meet the Grams with Not Like Us. So he told you. He told you in the rap, like, yeah, I'm gonna hit you with a back to back too. So it's like he set that up. Also, I think that one of the brilliant things about what he did was how he created a moral high ground. He put himself in a moral high ground that set up Meet the Grams. So like when he's saying don't speak on the family, and you take it there, I'm taking it further. It's something you don't want to do. And people get mad at me. The Kendrick stands get mad when I say that it was bullshit. It was a bunch of bullshit when he said that don't get personal, it's a friendly fade. But when I say bullshit, I'm not saying bullshit in a bad way. Like bullshit is good in a battle. Bullshit is excellent in a battle. You need bullshit because he doesn't actually mean that. When he says don't get personal, it's a friendly fade, you should keep it that way. What he actually means is please get personal so I can drop Meet the Grams. I already got it recorded. That's what he means, and that's brilliant because had he responded with Meet the Grams as a response to push-ups, I think people would be like, damn, bro, like it wasn't even that. It wasn't that serious, damn. Like you talking about his mom, talking to his mother and all that ain't that deep, bro. Like, but because he hits him with Euphoria, and Euphoria is such a strong record, it forces Drake to come out with his strong record, which is disrespectful on a personal level, which then gives him the moral high ground to say, you took it here first, now I'm going here now. It was very important in the battle for him to do it that way. Because if he hadn't, I think people would be like, all right, that's a little far. But creating that moral high ground was important. But the truth is, Meet the Grams was already recorded. It was already recorded. So when Drake went to hell, Kendrick was already sitting there like, hey, I thought you'd be here. That's pretty much what
Yep.
happened.
Yep.
Right?
I'm Batman. He had prep time like Batman and shit. Hey yo,
Yeah.
now another thing. When he not only that, he addressed his family in the song too, because he said you don't want to go to the family and all that. Because he
Yeah.
was like being a father, you don't know nothing about that. Teaching him how to
Yeah.
pray, you don't know nothing about
Yeah.
that. Waking him up every day, you don't know nothing about that. So he
Yeah.
was saying not only was he had something previously recorded, but he kind of like baited him in to,
Exactly.
you know what I
Exactly.
mean? Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I don't have a problem with the way Drake responded with Family Matters. It's like, all right, you talking about my son and my relation. Let's talk about yours. But then that gives him the moral high ground to do what he did.
Yep.
It was Bobby Fischer level chess, man. But if we were talking about the actual bars, though, man, like the I'm with the culture feeling was an important line because it set up the whole aspect of like you're not really of the culture. And we can have a conversation about that if the truth of that, but him saying that was important because it set the stage. It got everything. It got the crowd on his side, which we're supposed to do as a battler.
Yep.
Um,
yeah, exactly.
one thing I didn't mention about the tailor-made freestyle we were just talking about is that regardless of how we can disagree about it, but one thing we all must agree about is that it didn't get the crowd on his side. Like that song, like tailor-made freestyle was pretty much like Hollywood Hogan in the ring saying, "Where's that yellow belly sting? I'm gonna smack the taste out of his mouth." And that's fine in wrestling, but in a battle, you want the crowd to cheer you, not boo you. And I think with that, it was like, no, we're booing you because you're using AI and you're trying to base on who's not ready to battle yet. You feel what I'm saying? Like it was a bad strategic move. Um, and again, like the hard hitting bars, though, man. Like when what you just said about Um, what was the line about the if it ain't a 20v1, it's a 21v20 if I
It's
gotta
one, yeah,
fight
it's
with you.
not a 20v1. It's a
Yeah,
1v20 if I gotta smack you and all your writers.
yeah, bring them out. I'll clean them out too. Tell Beam that he better stay right with you. Am I battling Ghost or AI? Nigga feel like Joe Hell Austin. Funny, he was in a film called AI. And my sixth sense telling me to off him, putting all niggas in the coffin. Yo, every yo niggas is dick riders. Come on, Stan. That's S tier. Come on, Stan. Man, come on, bro. And look, I know he messed up the name, the Joe Hell Austin. Before people say it, he did. He messed up the name. So if you want to say it, take some points off of the disc, then that's fine. If you want to say that, like in boxing, like if I punch you and it kind of hits you at the top of the head, like it still scores, but it's not gonna knock you down or nothing. So if you want to say that
Right.
you messed up the name, that's fair. But that scene, that rebuttal, that shit was fire. I
Bro, you
wish.
better walk around like Daft Punk.
Oh my god. Let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you get your abs from. If you
Abs
tell them
from.
the last one, bop, 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 last one, headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Stan, come on, man. How is that not S tier? Come on. How many black fetus you got till you feel like you black enough? I like
Black
Drake
enough.
felonies. I don't like Drake when he acts
And
tough.
he acting
Give
tough.
nigga bring back Puff. See if Chubbs really crash something. My first one, like my last
You
one,
know why he said bring back Puff?
because
You know
Puff,
why he said bring back Puff?
yeah, because Puff fought him over the 0 to 100
Yeah,
song.
Puff smacked him. Yeah, Puff smacked him. Yeah.
Come on, Stan.
Hmm.
Man, did you hear everything I said about the hard hitting bars?
Yeah, I heard everything you said. I heard everything. I heard the song. I've heard the song a million times. I heard you what you just said. And again, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you're wrong. I'm not at all
He
saying
just
you're
don't think
wrong.
it's S tier, Reg. That's
I
all
just
he's
don't think
saying.
it's S tier. That's
I just
simple.
don't
It's
know
just
how
I
you
don't
I'm
think.
with the S tier though. I'm with the S. I'm with the S's,
I just
y'all.
don't know how you can't
And
say that.
again, I'm not. And again, this is another situation where I'm not going to argue with you about it because I don't think I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you're wrong. I'm just saying from my perspective, and that's what we're doing. We're talking, getting our opinions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here telling you that you're wrong. I'm not sitting here telling you that Dick Kurt wrong. Y'all are right. It's definitely it could go in that tier. I'm just not ready to put it there yet.
And that's
But I'm not
cool. He
saying
wants to see it.
that
He
I'm
wants
not.
to see it
Yeah.
appreciate.
That's
He
fair.
wants to see if it appreciates or depreciates with
I don't
time,
know.
like Ether
Yeah,
and
I don't
Takeover.
know.
That's
Yeah, I
fair.
don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how the Drake Kendrick thing is going to age. I don't think
Right,
it's going to age
right.
very well based on some of
It
the
may
things
not.
that have happened and how it's become a very divisive thing in the culture. So I
It
don't know how it's
has.
going to age, and I
That's
don't know
fair.
how the records are going to age. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
fair.
but if I had to put it right now, I'm putting it in the high A level, top of what they did. Yes. Do I want to put it in the S class with the Drake, with the Takeover and the Ethers and
No,
records like that? I just don't want. I don't want to do that right now. I'm not
that's
saying
cool.
that. I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong for putting it there at all. Like there's other songs that we definitely talked about that y'all put in the S tier. I said, fuck out of here. That's not an S tier record. But this is not one of them. I'm
That's
not gonna
true. That
argue with
is
you on
true,
that.
Reg. That is
What
true.
Like I
what do you
will
say now?
not
He has
like I
argued
won't
S tier tracks before. He ain't arguing this one, but he just don't think it's S himself, is what he's saying.
like just
Like
me, I
he
don't
not
think it's
mad at
S
us
tier.
for saying S tier, but
No, absolutely
he
not.
don't.
No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. I will not sit here and say y'all niggas is crazy for putting it there. Absolutely not. Like there was one record that y'all put. I can't remember which one it was. We have to go back look at the videos, but that I said fuck out of here. That's not an S class at all. This is not one that I would argue with you. I'm just saying that I personally am not putting it there.
That's
That's
fair.
all. That's all.
Now,
That's fair.
one thing I will say about the song though, that if you wanted to try to take points off of it, is that um he does get off to, I don't want to say a slow start, but he doesn't. It takes kind of a little while before he really starts chopping them up. You know what I mean? So kind of like if it's an NBA star in the first half, he dropped maybe 8, 5, and 2, and then but the second half, man, it was 30, 30,
Yeah,
30,
yeah, yeah,
12
yeah,
in the
yeah.
second half, man. So that's why I think it's S tier. And like I said, the strategic stuff that he does in the thing to me pushes it up another level. But I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. So I mean,
Let's
I
put in the S tier for right now. 2 to 1 S tier, but it'll be one of those joints we revisit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, you can
Because
revisit it.
I do think it's S tier, but I don't think it's Ether Takeover either though. Like Ether Takeover, No Vaseline is like They the best three right there. Like it don't get no higher than those three to me. So
See,
far, I should
see,
say.
I don't think it's like okay, it's not those, but like if it's a S tier diss track party and Euphoria walks in,
Yes.
it's like, all right, what up? What up?
What's
Have a
up,
seat.
bro? Yo,
Have a
what took
seat.
you so long, bro? You ain't get here
Yeah,
till what, 2024, bro? Come on, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, bro.
yeah. Like to me, it's right there. And one thing I do disagree. Before we move on, I do disagree with one thing you said, Kurt, when you said that you thought that you think Meet the Grams is nah. This Euphoria is Kendrick's best diss track. We gonna get to when we do Meet the Grams. We gonna you gonna
We
my
can get
position
there. We can get there. We can get there.
my position's changed a little bit on Meet the Grams, but
Yo, but it's just one thing
Euphoria.
he did on Meet the Grams that's better than
I don't agree
everything
with
he
that.
did.
Okay, we'll
Meet
get
the,
to it.
yeah,
We'll
we'll
get
get to it. We'll get to it when it's there.
we'll get
Yeah,
to
we
it.
can get to it, but I don't agree with you. But we'll get.
Okay, we'll get to it. All right. So we're now moving on. When we
I
talk about
definitely, hey yo, this is Stan's second favorite song right here. We about to do now.
we didn't talked about some high class diss records, man, and we about to talk about another one now. We got the Macho Man, Randy Savage, Be a Man, Hogan. So this was a diss track aimed at Hulk Hogan. Now I did some research. I couldn't find so Macho Man has said that Hulk Hogan was saying things about him in public or on radio, saying stuff about him and his family. I couldn't find any of what Hogan said specifically, but there was something he said about him that got him upset. And before Stan tries to like turn this and say this is not a diss track, it's absolutely a diss track. He's dissing a target, and this was not
It's
like a
absolutely a diss track.
this was not a storyline to lead to a match at WrestleMania. Like Macho Man had real smoke. He was saying he wanted to fight him for real. He's like, yo,
Right.
fuck the wrestling shit. Let's scrap it up for real. So this was not some kind of like storyline. So this is a diss track. This is without question a diss track before Stan tries to say that. So yeah, this is the Macho Man, be a man, Hogan. I'm gonna start with Kurt, man. Where you got this one at?
Hey yo, and number one, it's another thing you left out.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan wouldn't wrestle with him because he was scared that Macho Man was going to just come to the ring and beat the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't even want. And that's what got Macho Man like excommunicated from some wrestling business because he was scared. Like I'm not going to the ring, yo, to wrestle this man. So you know what I mean. He come out to the ring. So Macho Man couldn't even come to the stadiums, whether he was in a match with Hogan or not, because he was just scared that. So that's why he kept telling him to be a man.
Yep.
I'm gonna give it a C, bro. Okay, because I'm gonna give it a C, bro. It's a mediocre beat. It's mediocre bars. He did shoot a video. It is, and he followed the rubric, but it's just consistently mediocre, bro. Everything about it is mediocre. He did talk about how he tried to call his mother, call his nanny. You called my nana. Why you ain't stepped to me? He did talk about how he was going to beat the shit out of Hogan, and you know he had a couple. He had a couple. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple lines in there. You know, he definitely snapped it to a Slim Jim real quick. You know what I mean? But it's just consistently mediocre, you know what I mean, across the board. And I'm gonna give Macho Man some credit for actually I was actually surprised because I heard it years ago, but I back then, like I say, bro, we was listening to like Cameron and JadaKiss, like Macho Man with a diss track, but I actually had to like sit and listen to it. And I'm gonna give it a C, man. Consistently mediocre across the board, but he actually covered the rubric 100%. So I'm gonna give him a C. I'm gonna give him a C for it.
Yeah, yeah, and I agree. Like he covers the rule book, and the thing is, he's got some hard lines on there, and he's doing rap battle shit. Like
He
he's
is.
calling them out. He is
Yep.
straight calling them out. He said that you who said that phony fuck with Rock, the Rock spanked you fast, but when I challenged him to a real fight, he passed. I called him out, but the punk was
Mm.
scared to go. It was a charity event, but the Hulk didn't show. I did some research.
Mm.
I did some research. This shit was facts. He called him out. He said we can do a charity event when we have the first ever real fight wrestling match. We can put the and we can do it and we can donate the proceeds to charity. Hogan wouldn't show. So this is
Mm.
facts. This is a straight up fact. And to me, the hardest ball in there though is when he says they call you Hollywood. Don't make me laugh. because your movies and acting is
It's
both trash.
trash.
Your movie straight video box office can't stand. While I got me a feature role in Spider-Man. Like,
Spider-Man.
bruh. Now,
Yo,
obviously,
son.
now him saying he had a feature role in Spider-Man is a bit of a stretch, but it's a battle. It's a battle. I'm gonna take something a little,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stretch it out. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you though, he cooked Hogan. He absolutely body bagged Hogan. The only thing I would say though, I think this song needed a third verse. You know what I'm saying? You look at like Ether, on Ether, like it was that last verse that stamped it. And I kind of felt like this
Mm-hmm.
one, the song stopped abruptly. It was like, yo, you gotta hit him again. Get this, the third verse to me, he should have like went straight at. He should have been like, I'm talking to Terry Bollea now. Fuck Hogan, I'm talking to you
Mm-hmm.
now. Like I think that third verse could have been like that. I think if he had did that and a slightly better beat, this might be a B because he cooked them. Like the content of his dissing. the,
Nah, for real though. It was slightly. It was unexpectedly impressive. I
I
didn't
said,
expect to be impressed.
if you listen to the content of what he's saying, the shit is pretty dope. Like he is frying Hogan on here. So yeah, I'm gonna agree with Kurt. I'm gonna say this is C tier because, like you said, like a lot of like the rhyme schemes are pretty mediocre. But wait, before I go, the last line on the song, he hit him with some wordplay. He said, "Because if you really got static, then take it up with me. I'm gonna punk your butt out for the world to see." No, hold up. He said, "You called my dad on the phone and you're a chump because if you really got static, we can pick up or take it up with me." So the static in the phone, that's wordplay. He got it
Mm-hmm.
with some
Mm-hmm.
wordplay. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying C tier. C tier. Be a man, Hogan. Come on, Stan. What you got for this one? C
Surprise!
tier, right?
Surprisingly impressive. I will say
Yes,
that.
absolutely. Stan, bring it home.
yo, what is y'all talking about, man?
Here we go. Here we go.
Like seriously, what are we talking about? I guess if you looked at it as a comedy record, I guess you look at it like, I remember. Look, full disclosure, the Macho Man Randy Savage is probably one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time.
Mm-hmm.
A tremendous performer in the ring,
Mm-hmm.
one of the
Facts.
best promo guys in wrestling history. He was the epitome of what professional wrestling used to be and what it should be. He was larger than life.
Mm-hmm.
Why he decided to do a rap record in 2002 or whatever year it was, I'll never understand. I have not gotten any real like answer as to why he decided to do a rap album. The album, the thing about the album that's funny is that the production is actually not terrible. Like the production on this particular record, I remember listening to it was like, this is not terrible. But then he starts rapping and he's like, okay, I don't know who his ghostwriter was because I can assure you Savage didn't write anything on this album.
He probably did though, yo. He probably
He
did.
didn't write anything. No, I can tell you that he didn't write anything on this album. He didn't write it.
How do you
This
know?
was a just I can listen to it, man.
Yo,
He
they
didn't
say
write
he
none of that
had. They
stuff.
say he thought he was a rapper though. Him and Dusty Rhodes used to be a rap group. That's what they say, bro. They used to rap together, yo. Dusty Rhodes was black, yo. We know Dusty Rhodes was black. Oh, baby, you got it, baby. You couldn't lose it if you tried. That nigga was black. Dusty Rhodes
This
was
is
black, bro.
this is becoming absurd. Just like the Drake stuff. This is just nonsensical stuff, man. I'm not gonna rate this. Um, y'all just
Hey,
try to
yo,
be funny.
Stan, you need.
Yeah, I give you.
Hey, yo,
If you going to do like a
yo,
comedy record, we should do like I know Red Jack do a comedy record with every one of these things. And this was the comedy record. Okay, cool. It was funny. Yeah, I'll put in the detail. I don't have time for this, man. But again, love the Macho Man. God rest his soul. Love
rest
the
in
Macho
peace.
Man,
Rest in
but
Rest in
peace.
peace.
yeah,
Rest in peace.
absolutely. God bless the Macho Man, Randy Savage. But this was not it. And let's just move on.
But say, but say,
So where we gonna put it at? C or D, yo? Where we putting it at?
so say you didn't like that line though about the movies though, because that shit is that not a hard line though? Your movies is trash and you straight to video, the box office can't stand. While I got me a feature role in Spider-Man, like that's a good diss, man. Like come
That
on
is a
now,
good. That
that's
is
a
a
good
pretty
diss.
solid bar. That is a
Hollywood,
pretty
what you mean
solid bar.
Hollywood, how did you get
Oh
this
yeah,
off the phone?
I mean, I'm
He
just
didn't
saying,
write it.
like,
He didn't write it, but okay.
I think he. Come on, all right, man. Here we go, Stan. Come on,
Do you
Stan.
think
Don't
that
do that.
Randy Savage? Do you think that Randy
Yes, I
Savage
do
from
think Randy Savage
2002
wrote it.
I think
Yo,
so too.
wrote any of that
John
shit?
Cena be rapping, and you know what I mean. Dudes in wrestling be rapping. There's a lot of wrestlers that tried to rap before, not just John Cena and Macho Man. So yeah.
Cena was at least competent. Cena had competent, and his production was competent. This was none of those things. This was just some
Oh
guy
my God,
doing. This
Stan.
is just some guy decided I'm gonna make a rap record because I can. Um, yeah, we're gonna put it in D. I'll put it in the D class just because we have to. I have to. I guess. I guess I have to rank it because I already admitted one song, so I can't admit this one because it is actually it does follow the rules of a diss record,
Yes.
It does.
but
It does.
it does follow the rules of a diss record. And he shot a video which is comically hilarious.
Come
Yeah,
on, Stan. You can't give him a C, yo.
Yeah, it's a C,
no,
man.
I'm not putting a fucking C. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? He didn't write the shit. It was a comedy. It was comedy. It was Macho Man being funny, and I was like, I'm gonna be funny and do a rap like, oh yeah, like, come on now.
Okay, but okay, whether he
And
wrote it or not, we have to give him credit for it. We have to. If we give Drake credit,
we spent way too much time on this.
Okay. I say C. I think me and Kurt say C.
come on,
Yeah, yeah, you
Stan.
put it in C if you want to. I don't care, man. We'll put it in
Hey,
C.
yo, it probably be one of them joints we look back at, yo.
I doubt it, but you go ahead. You go right
All
ahead,
right.
man. Go right ahead.
All right.
uh,
This is dope, man. Look
okay.
at this. This is our tiers is a straight line right now. That's pretty. I don't think we've ever been like that before. So we got S, A, B, C, and D. All right. So we're not gonna get an F here, I don't think. But this is
Nah, I don't think we're gonna get an F
yeah.
here.
So we're gonna move on to Nas, Don't Body Yourself. So this was a diss record aimed obviously at 50 Cent,
50
but
Cent.
it was also aimed at there were some other guys, some other rappers who were dissing Nas, people who he was cool with or did songs with that felt like he didn't do enough to help their careers. I don't know if y'all remember the rapper Lake. He went by Lakey the
Lakey,
Kid.
Cormega.
Yeah.
It's a
So
couple of them.
yeah, Lake, the other dude, Quan, who was on the Just a Moment song, he was also dissing Nas as well. So, like, the first verse is aimed at those guys because those guys were coming out saying that Nas, didn't do enough to like forward their careers. Like Lakey the Kid actually had a diss track aimed at Nas. It was over the Y. JadaKiss beat was over that, and he was firing shots at Nas. So it was about 50, but it was also about those dudes as well. So he's firing a couple of targets. So I'm gonna start on this one. It was solid. This was a solid track. I think the one here's what I think that if Nas came outside first, so after Piggy Bank came out, I think if this song came out, I think this song would be like middle class B tier. But this song came out after Jadakiss already fired off a rocket. So it was like Jadakiss already fired a rocket at him, and now this is like a jab. So the jab don't quite hit the same when the rocket's already been launched. Like, I mean, I know that, like, I personally think that Checkmate, Jadakiss's Checkmate, is an S tier diss record. I know that we end up putting it in the A. I think it's S tier. So an S tier track in my eyes came out, and then this song comes out, and it's like, it's cool, but because of the timing when it came out, I just don't think it really hit to
Mm-hmm.
me. Like, it was good, but it didn't really hit. So for me, I would put this in the C tier. It's a good track. I like it. I think it has good energy. I think that Nas is rapping really dope on there. Jada defeated him. Joe Two Street for What's next? I guess it's for Nas to Ethereum. Y'all are waiting to MC Burial. This is Ethereum. He was flowing. He was doing his
He
thing on
was.
there.
He was.
And you a sucker for death if I'm a sucker for love. And you want to know why I ain't got to answer niggas? Because I really understand these niggas scared of me. So they talk about family members. Like, I can't point out your grandma to niggas. Damn, you was my dog like Too Far. Don't make me turn your body flame to blue fog. The era is the level of true dawns. Any disrespect, nigga, we choose arms. He was flowing. He was cooking on
He
there.
was. He definitely was.
But I'm sorry, man. It's just because Jadakiss already fired the rocket. Like, this song didn't hit. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't. So I'm gonna say C tier. Kurt, what do you say?
not only that, remember Fat Joe had it was like that for the Fat Joe disc too. Remember
Yeah.
Fat Joe had dissed him, but it was like, and even Fat Joe had said in his song like, y'all already know Kiss go kill him, Kiss killed him, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so um I'm gonna just be honest. I think Nas is a prisoner of his own success with this song for me because if a regular rapper had did this, I'd be like, yo. You know what I'm saying? But for it come from Nas, it's like the standard for Nas, bro. It's like when Steph Curry, he go out there, he scored 20 points. We be like, yeah, because we done seen him score 40. But if a regular dude put up 20 points, that might be his best game, bro. So I'm gonna go B, like low B. Nas was in a very weird place as an artist at this time too. You know what I'm saying? And 50 Cent was killing him though. 50 Cent wasn't like rapping against him. He was just sending shots to the radio. You know how he do. Remember he said, "Oh yo, I seen Khalees. She look good, but the bitch about like full court basketball." You know what I mean? Remember, like he was just doing shit like that to Nas. And Nas had finally had enough, and yeah, Nas had enough, and I guess they was all trying to like stomp 50 at the same time. I guess, and because if you remember, Nas wanted to go at 50 when they was all going that job. Remember, he was saying it's not fair for
Hmm.
everybody to be going that job like this. And he did this song, and a lot of people was quiet after that Ja Rule and Nas song came out.
Hmm.
So I just think like yeah, low B, high C maybe. Clearly not Nas's best work. It's not Bridges Over. It's not Ether. It's not Last Real Nigga Alive. It's not none of that. But it's decent. So I think it's a BC hybrid. You know, I'm gonna leave it to you and Stan to actually place it. But I think it's either low tier B, high tier C, somewhere in that range.
All right, Stan.
C tier. It's just not. It was just something Nas just did just to address certain niggas. It wasn't like he was putting a lot of effort into it. You know, I didn't even remember the shit I didn't even remember it until I listened to it.
Mhm.
And I think, oh, I remember these lyrics. I remember this shit. Yeah, he
Oh,
just
I
was.
remember this.
I remember it. He was just addressing niggas because there was just so much chitter chatter with all these dudes. He just addressed it, and that was it. Wasn't nothing special, nothing memorable. He just addressed it, and yeah, it's not given the stuff that Nas has done. That doesn't resonate at all. It was just I'm gonna address these niggas, and that's about it. I don't have much else to add to it. It was just a C level, high C level. You know, not garbage, not trash by any means, but just C level. Nas has done better.
All right, cool. So we all agree on C.
Yep.
Yes, sir. I just got me a drink, man.
I'm gonna put it right next to the Macho Man in the C tier, and we're done, fellas.
Oh yeah,
Good.
Nas and the Macho Man, same grouping right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, yo, don't do that. Hey, yo, listen, Stan. Yo, listen, bruh.
Don't
We
put
gotta
Nas and the
respect
Macho
it,
Man in the
yo.
same group.
And they both in the same group as Taylor Swift, nigga. Don't do that.
I better put Nas and the Macho Man in the same group. Okay.
Yeah, same group in here.
Yep.
All right, all
Same
right.
level.
Good stuff, fellas. We got more tier lists coming. I got more lists. We're gonna keep doing these, man. And we can debate it. Drop a comment if you disagree, and we can keep it moving, man. Anything else y'all want to say?
Nah, man, you know what it is to the next time, bro. You know what it is. We do these diss tracks. These diss track tier lists, yo. Remember where y'all seen it at first, man.
Nah, these are a lot of fun, man. I enjoyed myself doing these.
No
Great, a
doubt,
lot of
man.
fun.
No doubt. Till next time. Peace.
All right, Joe.
Peace.